Do you also laugh off your sadness, or are you normal? Are you sad and lonely most nights? Are your simp hours also 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.? Is society too tough for you, so you declare anime as the only thing in life that will never ever betray you? Is it hard to sleep at night because the world just seems to keep going against you despite your greatest efforts, and your only form of escapism, which is anime, is starting to feel like a chore to watch? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then the power of friendship is here for you. Well, maybe it's here for you. The power of friendship is not seen as a superior writing device. It's nothing unordinary, it's nothing groundbreaking, but it is like pineapples on pizza. Many people hate it, some people love it, but nobody ever shuts up about it. The stereotypical anime fan likes to regard the friendship trope as lazy writing and cringe, and the show that they typically turn to when exemplifying how bad the trope is usually... Now, one of the primary reasons Fairy Tail gets the hate that it does is due to the amount of times characters use friendship as both a power-up and plot device. And honestly, my answer to these criticisms is why not? The show's theme of camaraderie and friendship is already present outside of battle. I mean, they're a guild. It's not too far-fetched to believe that these themes would pop up during battle as well. Not only that, but its name already implies the nonsensical approaches the show would take. Fairy Tail is literally a play on the name Fairy Tail, not Dragon Tales. Not Veggie Tales, but a fairy tale, which the dictionary describes as a story in which improbable events will lead to a happy ending. It's in the fairy tale nature for good things to always happen, the reversal of deaths, the sudden power-ups because of their nakamas, and an always positive outcome. I do agree though, the sudden reverse cards and cheesy talk can sometimes make my eyes roll too. In my case, it only really happened with the final arc. Still, it's nothing worth the striking amount of negative attention the show has gotten. Key note, we are all subject to our own taste, so it's cool if people find overly done friendship tropes off-putting, even if I find it pretty endearing. Shows that try to have overly layered characters with 10-minute monologues on their ideologies aren't my thing, but other people can relate heavily to said character's worldview. I still enjoy those ideology-heavy shows like Snafu, Three Gatsu no Line, and Bunny Girl. I just can't relate to them the way that others think that those protagonists represent them and their way of life. There's shows I don't like myself, Kuromakuro, but I try to keep an open and positive perspective on all the media I consume. And when you start looking at things in a positive and more open-minded perspective rather than trying to live up to a diluted sense of what objectivity is, there's no such thing as objectivity when consuming media. Everyone likes different things. Of course, that's just my opinion. Life just becomes more fun. The power of friendship evokes a feeling inside viewers. Much like why people seek out romance in shows, much like why people seek out post-apocalyptic survival shows, we seek to immerse ourselves into the character's point of view and to capture the raw feelings that come out of it. Are you looking to have fun with this new positive perspective? Here are 3 anime that will feed your deprived, hollow, frozen, and lonely soul from the warmth of the power of friendship.
I don't know what you heard about me.
Do you watch anime to escape from everyday problems? Who needs human friends when you can make friends with demons? Just sell your soul to a sugar granddaddy to go from this to this. The show's hilarious, and its charming aura replicates a lot of the Saturday morning cartoons I'd always watch as a child. Things like Kim Possible, Codename Kids Next Door.
American Dragon.
Hottest character of the show is, of course, Ame Dosanko. Love a woman with confidence.
I wish that I could wake up with amnesia.
Ever question your desire to just ditch your old friends and live a brand new life from the start? The easiest option would be moving away, but what about getting amnesia? Kiyomizu Minato is living our best lives as he re-experiences what water polo is like due to his memory loss. His old friends miss him, he gets a brand new chance to make new friends. Damn! Should I fake amnesia? Do you need some help? Do you need some advice? Do you need some therapy? Then the Sketdan is here for you. Ironically though, they need more help than you do. Every single one of the Sketdan, Bassoon, Hime, and Switch, but not like the Nintendo console, probably need more help than anyone, to be honest. But of course it's all solved through the power of friendship! Like Sket Dance, friendship and camaraderie is a common source for healing forms of loneliness, anxiety, isolation, trauma, or anything of the sort, so it's not really far-fetched that in a fictional world, it can be seen as a boosted power-up in other shows as well. There are many different forms of the power of friendship! They may take on a more natural form, like dudes being dudes in daily lives of high school boys, or women being women in wasteful days of high school girls, or asobi even though it's not that accurate. You have Shaky from Eden Zero, whose goal is to make over 100 friends, hashtag friend goals. Friends that are just friends like Kumiko and Reina from Hibike Euphonium, but people like to make it seem like there's so much more. Shows like Wixis and Stars Align, where characters are put up in fucked up situations and become friends by sharing their traumas. Every sports anime such as Big Wind Up and Run with the Wind, where you see the team grow close as nakamas. And of course, friends that have more than one purpose.
やって。
こう
The common string around all of these shows is how the relations instill a positive and healthy connection that radiates itself to the watcher. Well,
気持ちいい
I guess that's a different type of pleasure, but there's also... That'll be the exception. It still stands that the power of friendship is awesome.
Shut up!